I don't know. We're about. Welcome to the Thunderdome. God dang it, we did this. We did that.
We made it through another like half week.
Another half a week. We're excited. I'm wearing orange. Actually, I like it a bright, bold orange, as the French would say.
Nice.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
Fuck the French. Anyways, let me begin the introductions. But I mean that in a nice, polite way to the French. God love you. There's a guy that's laughing on screen. I'm about to get to him in a second because you guys are gonna fall deeply madly with this guy. He's awesome. But immediately, why does a train have to pass at this time? You sack a shit train. I swear to God, I live right next to the damn trail yard.
Somebody in Salisbury needed something?
Sons of bitches out there. Anyways, immediately to my super powerful right hand that I use vehemently, not like that. Don't anybody get any ideas?
I think I'm close to the door.
I'm gonna burn the fuck out of you. So that man, Seamus, Irishman, Tully.
Yeah.
Stand by to receive impact. You are just like the most violent human. He's like all army, all marine, all that crazy shit. This kid just, I swear to God, you need friends, like real huggable, nice, soft, fuzzy friends, man.
Pull and engage. Is that better?
Listen, let me get over here because I got a really cool guy I want to get to real quick. I mean, not you guys are cool, but I mean, I gotta get to him.
No, fuck us. It's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you ain't. No, it's not jail. Trust me, it's not jail, and I ain't that desperate. Immediately to my semi-flaccid, weak left hand.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, Mikey. Okay, listen, it's Mike, the man, Striegel.
Nice.
I don't know how to answer or respond to any of that.
Say something crazy.
Smile pretty, man. Show everybody that you're a nice guy. And now, on screen, here he goes. I don't know him. I like him. Coming in at probably about a cool 200 plus pounds of mean video making machine, Bruce, Big Daddy Busch. Right
yeah. Yes, sir. Let me get some John Cena walk-up music, man.
I like Bruce the Bruiser. There you go.
We're going to go with Bruce Banner.
I was going to put my name as El Guapo, but I decided to go against it, man.
El Guapo.
El Guapísimo.
What do you call me?
I think he said something that you need to be taller. That's what he said. Yeah, that motherfucker needs to be taller. I told Bruce that our show, Mike defined it correctly. Literally, he said one day, our show is like literally about nothing.
Control.
No, but that's it.
Seinfeld.
But we're like the three morons of Seinfeld. Like we literally, it's a show about nothing. We smoke cigars, we drink booze, and we shoot the shit. Listen, we got Michael Carter, who's an ex-sheriff and a great guy.
Hey.
Kevin Thompson, one of our buddies, also a Harley Davidson kind of guy, all around.
And Carter also makes excellent ashtrays.
Nice.
Where the fuck do you see Carter Dyson?
I thought you said Carter Dyson.
No, Michael Carter. Michael.
Boy.
You know what? Okay, let me make the plug. I gotta make the plug now. See, again, we were on track. Shit like this just throws us off. So listen for it, everybody. That's the ashtray.
Nice.
That's the ashtray.
What the fuck's that made out of? Kryptonite? What the hell is that made out of?
Half-inch thick steel plates.
It's a hurricane-proof ashtray.
If the shooting begins, we hide behind it. That's all I can tell you.
Good makeshift helmet.
But makeshift helmet. Yeah.
He'd be the one.
What are you guys smoking right now, man?
All right, so finally, let's get to this.
Somebody to get us on track.
Bruce, we may need you to step in sporadically, and thank you. So tonight,
let me start off. What are you smoking, man? What are we smoking?
Well, smoking good. So we are doing a very simple, easy cigar because I like good smokes that are never going to break the budget. So this is the Esteban Carreras 13-year-old Habano Maduro. It's like $6, dude, for a good quality. Esteban Carreras is almost semi-boutique. I don't know if you're familiar with the brand, but they do the Chupacabras, the Hellcat, Mr. Brownstone. Great portfolio of fantastic smokes. And what I like about this one, it's the non-budget breaker. Like if you want to grab a few sticks that you enjoy smoking something good, and you're not going to go home thinking, oh my God, now how the hell am I going to pay?
Ain't gonna cry.
Yeah, exactly. No. This is it right here, man. Good price point. Very delicious Maduro. And the drink of choice is donated by a good buddy of ours. His name is Pat Rushton, one of our local supporters. He travels a lot of places and he just picks up bottles randomly. This is a Texas whiskey. It's called Garrison Brothers. Actually, Texas straight bourbon whiskey. Really, really nice. Begin the serving procedures, my man.
That's gonna be smoky.
It'll be all right. A little smoky taste never hurt anybody.
No,
You know.
It could add to it.
What are you smoking, Bruce?
I got me the Perdomo 20th anniversary right here, man. About to fire that up.
Nice. There is not a damn thing wrong with that cigar.
Thank you so much. I just interviewed Nick Perdomo yesterday, so this is a gift directly from him, man. Feeling pretty blessed right now.
Dude, come on now. Yeah. Nick, the motherfucking man is iconic. It's like, the guys like the Oliva family, the Garcias, I mean, Lito Gomez. I mean, I believe a couple of years ago, your magazine or something that had him as best value Nicaraguan cigar maker in the world or something like that, or it's an accolade that he's won several times.
Mm-hmm. Well, he keeps his price point the same no matter where you are. The only thing that changes is state tax. That's it. You know, but I mean, his stick is pretty much the same price no matter where he goes.
That is a company. Let's begin with this. That's a company, not just a man, but a company that is all about supporting where they are being supported. Steven,
he told me an amazing
with Purple Heart Homes has just joined us. I'm sorry, man. He's a great kid. He's a fantastic Army man. The lovely Drita Hyde. If you don't know who this person is, Bruce, send her a friend request. Drita Hyde is a stunning cigar vixen woman. She is gorgeous. She's amazing. And a hell of a cigar knowledgeable person. Absolutely. Nice. We love her.
Nice.
And she can put pretty much all of us under the table.
Sure.
Y'all look for me on Facebook, man. Like me on Facebook. I'll like you right back.
Drita, Bruce Busch actually is doing a fantastic video collage, I believe, for lack of better terminology. He's about to tell us right now. We're going to shut up, but he's about to tell us, and he is in collaboration with Cigar Journal magazine, international, well-known publication, which I don't mean this in a bad way. There are some that I don't follow because I believe that you guys produce a better, more dense, meaty magazine than some of the other ones. Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you read Cigar Journal, you learn a little bit more inside. You understand the process better. Love the other guys, but Cigar Journal is solid.
Can I tell you why that is, man? The CEO, Reinhard Widmeyer, he's a great guy. And I've thrown ideas his way for articles, and he's like, Bruce, if it's not about cigars, I'm really not looking for it. I mean, you can do a whiskey article, but it's the cigar tie-in's got to be there. We're not talking about watch. We're not talking about golf. We're not talking about what kind of pants you're wearing. We're talking about cigars. So he keeps it very cigar-centric. That's why it's chock full of good stuff, and it doesn't branch out with, talking about nonsense you don't care about.
So let me ask you that, so we can dive into it. Who is Bruce Busch? What are you doing? Because you're doing something iconically epic for this industry right now. And I'm going to say this. I've been doing this for 20 years. My family goes all the way back to the 1800s. And mofo, I love you, and I don't know you because what you told me today, literally, I'm telling you, man, the day I shake hands with you, you're getting a hug. I'm just saying.
I'm ready for
it. Hey, don't get jealous. You'll get yours when you get yours. Bruce, take us home. We're going to shut up. Oh, I'm going to shut up. You go.
Okay, all right. So I'm basically a high school teacher and a college professor here in Tampa, right? And I've been teaching foreign language for 18 years. And 5 years, I teach German, Spanish, and English to people that don't speak English.
Das ist aber schön, mein lieber Herr.
Wow, du kannst Deutsch sprechen. Ich bin sehr beeindruckt. Sehr gut.
That's it, and the other one would have been Wiener Schnitzels. That's it. But continue. Go ahead.
Okay. So, but 5 years ago, Cigar Journal contacted me, and through Rick Rodriguez, who's one of my best friends from CAO, and they were like, "We need someone to proofread and translate from German to English to Spanish," and they got into the cigar industry. I'm like, "What the fuck? Have you been camping outside my house? How did you guys find me?" So, yeah. I killed him, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's me!" And my wife was like, "Oh my god, somebody finally wants all the dumb shit that you've accumulated in your house for years." Like, hey, great. So I started proofreading and translating for him and all that. Then 2 years ago, I was like, look, I'm ready to start writing articles for you guys, right? So they started me with just doing cigar lounges, right? And so if you look at Bruce Busch Cigar Journal, if you Google that, you'll see all the list of lounges. I did an article on burners over in Huntersville, actually. So that's one in the Charlotte area that I've done as the write-up online. And I realizing when I wrote up all these cigar lounges and cigar bars and stuff like that, that they really, really, really want to get noticed. They want more people, not from just a pure dollars and cents perspective. They want more people to enjoy the magic. I just told my wife, I just came up with a new slogan that I might start doing on my channel. The romance of cigars happens in the field, the work happens in the factories, but the magic happens at the cigar lounges and the cigar bars. You know,
that's a beautiful statement right there. And just to jump in real quick, it's interesting because a lot of times, and I don't know if you've seen this or you've noticed this or whatnot, people ask me all the time, why is it that you promote other cigar establishments? Why do you promote other cigar bars, other cigar lounges, even other brick and mortar shops? And like I said earlier today, you got two names that are to me are near and dear to me because they're excellent gentlemen, first and foremost. One is Preston Gray of Taylor Smoke. I love him. The other one, of course, is Josh. And let me tell you, from Burners, I've known them both several years, actually Josh a little bit longer. And my answer as to the why, it's a simple one. This is a brotherhood. This is a real fraternity. This is not a competition. When day one that I decided to open up my cigar shop, everybody was wishing me well. I've consulted for many, many years. I've worked in different environments. And the very first thing I tell everybody is, listen, guys, this is family. I'm not going to be out here to hurt you. I want us all to grow together. I'm shutting up now because those two guys are awesome, man.
So kind of like you're saying, I mean, there's a brotherhood and a sisterhood of cigar smokers. A buddy of mine here in Florida is a master Freemason, right? And, years back, he tried to get me to join the Freemasons. And I'm like, what the fuck do I need that for? Not that it's not a great organization, because it is a stellar organization, but I'm like, I'm already part of an organization. It's called the Brotherhood of Cigar Smokers. I'm already in. I know the handshake. I know the look. I know everything. I was in Paris with my wife and my kids over Christmas. We went to a cigar bar. We hit it off with the owner like that because we sat down and had a cigar together. So I just can't get enough of that. I love the brotherhood of it. So I want everyone to do well, And so I'm writing these articles, and I still felt like I could do more. So me and my buddy Rick Rodriguez, we came up with the idea. He's like, dude, why don't you do a YouTube channel? So I reached out to Reinhold over in Austria, and I was like, bro, can I do a cigar journal, cigar lounge YouTube channel? And he was like, I can give you my name and I can give you my resources, but you're not going to get any royalties from Cigar Journal. It'll be your baby. I'm like, just hand me the baton and I'll run with it, right? So I grabbed the baton and I started off with Cigar Castle here in Tampa. Fantastic place. It was my first video. I know the owner, he's a friend of mine and all that. And I just kind of went from there. So Mason's looking for Duncan. Guys,
I love you all. I love you guys. Come on. We shake hands. We touch each other. Come on, I love you guys. Maybe I'm touching.
So anyway, so then now I have it out to the whole country. I'm like, anywhere you are, if you're anywhere in the world, a cigar bar in Australia, I did one on France. I'll do one for anywhere because we're all basically the same kind of people. I could pick you three up right now. And I could place you guys in Montana. I could place you in Germany. I could place you in Japan, and you'll be with the same kind of people, right? They might look different. They might dress different, speak different, but they're going to get on the same page about this and enjoying camaraderie and shooting the bull with a bunch of knuckleheads,
Yep.
I'll tell you what, Bruce, you nailed it across the board. One of the things, and I have this discussion with my best friends right here, man, and a lot of great people in my path within this industry is this is an equalizer. I have sat with captains of industries. I have sat with ministers, pastors, attorneys, doctors, crazy Marines, and the cigars that we're enjoying, man, all of a sudden brings us down to like a nice little level playing field. We're smoking like a $10 stick, and we're like, wow, man, we're smoking about the same thing. This is just great, and there happens a moment that certain things just equalize right there, man. And the chill factor then just goes through the roof.
Hello, buddy.
Absolutely.
Dude, you need to stop talking to me like that because I'm gonna tell everybody what just happened to you today. All right, so listen, a true Marine warrior got his ass handed to him today in the middle of. No, you said that.
No.
Which
I
version
said
of the story
I got
you going
beat up.
with?
I didn't have my ass handed.
He's an instructor for martial arts, and this.
And somebody stabbed him.
Nah, he got stabbed. A little stabbing, just a little stabbing.
Training
Right.
stabbed in the
It's
chest.
just a flesh wound. It's no big deal.
See, Mike said that earlier.
Yeah. Black Knight got you.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
The fight is mine.
Continue, man. Please continue. We got our good friend also. A couple of guys are joining on board. Stephen Finley. Him and his dad do amazing, beautiful reviews. Bob the Cigar Guy and the Chief. These two kids out of South Carolina are amazing. Great Americans. Kevin Corblees, thank you very much for watching. Caroline West, thank you. We're going to try to be nice. We're not going to be nice, but we want to try, Carol. Thank you.
Carol, what do you want to know?
Oh, God almighty. No, Carol, don't worry about it. The show is Bruce tonight. Go, Bruce.
So anyway, I started doing the videos and it's caught on like wildfire. And I know that you guys know who's becoming a great friend of mine, Heather Waite, up in North Carolina. And she hooked me up with Preston. And I know there's another girl I'm working with down in Naples, Melanie Cisco. She's hooking me up with all the places down in the Naples, Fort Myers area. I got people in New York, California. I got great people in Kentucky helping me out, getting a couple of cigar lounges to do videos in Kentucky. I mean, every day that passes by, I'm getting pings on my phone from Houston, Phoenix, everywhere. So right now, it is fucking fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm having a ball.
Okay, y en real quick en Spanish, mi mamá ha estado aquí ahora con nosotros. Buena mima, espero que disfrutes el show. Te queremos. Aquí está Seamus, este es Mike, y este es el señor que se llama Bruce Busch.
Mucho gusto, ¿cómo está?
He doesn't speak any English though. But, hell of a cigarologist, let me tell you. Hell of a cigarologist.
Roller keeps cigar too.
Dude, let me tell you, don't mess with my mom when it comes to cigar rolling and shit.
We gotta do that still.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you this. For my mom is 77, so she does have arthritis. And one of the things that I told her when I opened up my shop, you're never gonna have to work again. You're only gonna be smoking cigars. But yeah, I think we can do something one day where she and I can do something a little in tandem that I can help her out, and it'll be a fun event. But that's why. I mean, she's to me, she's my dad passed away 12 years ago, but my mom is my saint. I am a mama's boy, proud of it, and it will always be that. So for her, I would say, you know what, you did enough. Now it's time for you to sit back, chill, smoke, and relax, and let the world just pass you by in the nicest way possible. Nice. And believe it or not, Bruce, I can't get her to do that. Mm-hmm. She is up at the crack of dawn doing shit that she wakes me up, man.
Hey, man, you can't change your stripes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
No way. Hey, Duncan, do you know how to roll cigars, bro?
Yes. Blend, roll, pretty much you name it. I've been at it for a long time. Now, here's the thing. I don't ever say the terminology master roller or master blender or any of that stuff. I leave that to the real talent, the people who are generational people. I love sitting down in the factories, and when I get invited to sit with them, then yes, I do that. I think it's also, and I'm sure you know this, these are terminologies that are over-abused and overused by a lot of folks that, in my opinion, don't deserve them. So I've had this discussion with other guys in the industry, and they say, well, Duncan, you can say and I go, no. All I do is I can blend a cigar, I can roll a cigar, but the best thing that I do is I can smoke a cigar. And that's really
if you've never rolled a cigar before, your boy Seamus and Mike right there, if you've never rolled one before, it's hard as fucking hell, dude. I mean, you've got to have the dexterity in your hands of like a magician to keep the filler together. And I've done it before, hard as hell. I can't do it, bro.
Well, like anything else, any kind of skill like that takes practice. So I mean, you're not gonna roll one and say, hey, look, I'm the best ever. But yeah,
right.
Where it's difficult, just the finesse you have to have with it.
Well, thank you, Stephen. I appreciate your words, my man. But it was far better people than me at the factory, so I was just a gateway to that. But Stephen Finley, again, he's a fantastic young man, a great great American and a good Christian. I love him dearly.
Sweet.
So real quick, let's go back to this because I really enjoy what you're doing. This really is something very unique. You're basically doing this, and I'm gonna just say it like this. You're basically doing it for a damn t-shirt and a couple of smokes, and you're going above and beyond on a level that is incalculable to help out brick and mortar shops that are struggling right now. Some, and as I mentioned to you earlier, we closed our physical doors 30 days ago.
Exactly.
We were officially told by police that we had to shut down at one point. Yeah, it's okay. But you know what? We got to abide by the law. We're okay with that. Before I leave tonight, I do have one very special announcement, which I promised to a lot of the folks that have been calling me. So we're gonna drop a good bombshell. We're gonna drop it.
Not furry, are you?
Not well, it's not that kind of fairy shit, Jesus, Mike.
If you're referring to it, yes.
It's a nice beard. I like it. I reshape. Well, it was shaped for me, but it's amazing. What you didn't take a baton, you took a flag, and you're rolling with that flag as literally a leader. I have not seen anyone do in this industry what you're doing right now, and for that, kudos and thank you, my man. Tell us more about that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like what you're saying also, it's like, on YouTube, I see a lot of YouTubers that do cigars, and I love it. And there's none of them that I don't like. I think they're all awesome. And I started watching Tim and Cigars Daily out in Arizona. I watched Cigar, and I like their input, and I think it's great and all that. And I've just been like, the thing that's missing is the fucking lounges. That's where our asses are, dude. We're at the lounges, right? I mean, no one's doing that, and those people need the love. I mean, these guys, the Cigar Masters, the Perdomos, and the Gomez's, and they're great people. They get a ton of love, but these guys trying to keep the doors open and trying to keep the lights on and trying to keep the humidor stocked with what you want to find and smoke and shit to drink and all that, they could be doing well or they could be struggling, and then they're everyone in between, right? So I was like, there's no one doing this. There's no one speaking out for these guys right now. And it is, like in today's day and age, it's really hard to find a new concept, something new that no one's done before. And this was just sitting there. And I was like, how the hell could no one have done this before, So I just picked it up and I got the resources and I got the medium for it. I got Cigar Journal's blessings. I know a lot of people in the industry and all that. So I was like, I can bring this all together. And, right now, excuse me, I'm just in stage one of it. I mean,
He's got a little cough. It's a little cough. Have a drink, for God's sakes. You'll be all right.
Yeah. But I'm just in stage one of it right now. I mean, like stage two is going to be connecting the Tony Gomez's and the Nick Perdomos and the Rick Rodriguez of the world with the lounges and bringing them in. And I want this to be a circus, bro. I want it to be like everyone in the industry on the same page, making it happen in the lounges. That's the goal. That's like 3 years from now, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I've got to build the base right now, which is what I'm currently doing.
Well, but it also sounds like you're building a great base foundation and a great network that can actually then elevate that the right way. As you mentioned a word earlier, organically.
Right.
A lot of folks, and I see it on Instagram and I see it on a lot of these places, they buy followers or, they do those like programs that, click for followers or whatnot.
Right.
I'm one of the smallest guy on the totem pole. The fact that we do what we do, I'm always blessed when I tell people, hey, man, there's the website, support, or click, like, all that stuff. And we've grown little by little, organically. I remember when we were maybe getting 30 guys by the time the show watched that had seen it. Now we're up to about 200, 250, and that is nice. I mean, that crazy amount of insane love that people are like, they're watching us for real? What the hell? Doesn't anybody have any better thing to do right now? So I'm like, holy shit.
The reason it's worked so well is they've all been trapped in their houses.
That's also true. So we'll see what happens in the future. But organically, I think gives you a real gauge of the people who are truly interested and want to know about what you're doing.
Right.
Like a comedy kind of spoofy, three guys smoking, or something that is really valuable right now to this industry, because there's a need. I'm sure we have all seen some of the news articles with what's going on that, and I'm not gonna go deep into it, but I'm gonna say vandalization of our shops. I'm gonna leave it at that without going too far. I'm a Catholic man, and I pray for everybody. I want peace, of course, to happen, but those are families also that depend on those businesses, and what you're doing truly could be an enormous boon in a time like this to great folks who may wake up one day and say, man, my shop burned down. Oh man, my shop got vandalized. Or man, all of a sudden, something happened and I had to close doors because of Corona or whatever. That, sir, honestly, if no one's saying this, I'm going to put you in my prayer book of thanks.
Thank you, man.
Always, because muchas gracias. Thank you very much for that.
Por nada, señor. Está bien.
The Book of the Dead. It's an Egyptian thing. It's called the Egyptian Book of the Dead.
Hey, Doug.
Put you in there.
You don't want to mess with
I put you in there. I'm gonna fuck you up. That's all. I keep it Christian like that.
Little black.
Hey, Duncan. Let me tell you something, man. All right, your show. I've been doing a bunch of cigar shows over the last 2 months. This is the most entertained I have been yet, and it's in second place. Ain't even close, dude. This is a lot of fun right now.
Circuses. There's definitely a circus in here, bud.
This show.
Yeah.
The messed up thing is we have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Half the time we just wing it, dude. We're like, hey, what are we gonna talk about today? I go, I have no idea. What have you got? He's like, I got cut across my chest. I don't know. Big nipples for everybody. That was gonna be the topic if you did not. Well, you know what I'm saying. Not quite like that. I mean.
Nipple piercing what?
No, well, that's a whole different story.
And we're cutting you off.
Okay.
Have you guys had this whiskey?
Yeah, I
got
it. Don't you like it?
It's got a very nice, like rosy, sweet taste at the beginning, but a very heavy, smoky oak.
Rosy, really? He went with rosy.
I knew you were going to say something about that. You can't let the man just describe the whiskey, bro. What's up with that, man?
Leave it to the fucking Marine. I swear to God.
We got your crayons today or what?
Don't mess with
Michael Carter says he just waits until we drinky, and then schmeckety. So,
hey, I don't want to know what schmeckety is, dude. Don't tell me.
There you
right?
are. One time,
The door.
I had one too many while I was on this show, and I totally forgot what the hell the brand of the cigars were. And I said, he's got this really great brand. It's got this, and yakety schmackety and schmeckety.
There's a Schmeckety, Georgia.
Wait, you pulled a Joe Biden?
Yeah, I pulled an Uncle Joe. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's awesome, dude.
John Stoll is asking, where can we find your show? So if you want to type it in, I'll post it up there.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you. Hey, John, you win the prize. The prize is a wink and a thumbs up from me. The first person to ask that, okay? So my show is Brick, Mortar, and Schmeckety. Brick, Mortar.
But just a little schmeckety, just a little, not a lot.
As he types
Who wants a lot? Brick, Mortar, and
Fuck religion.
No,
journal. All you got, and you'll be good to go.
We got them. And when it pops up, I'll go ahead and I'll link it up there as well. But it's called Brick, Mortar, and Smokes for Cigar Journal. So Brick, Mortar, Smokes for Cigar Journal on YouTube. If you guys ever go there, sign the hell up, do it. You're gonna absolutely freaking love it. It is
subscribe and like. That's what's up. That's all I want. You know what? The only thing I want at all this from people is that T-shirt and subscribe and like. That's all I want.
This guy's doing this shit for a T-shirt, people. The insanity.
Are you going low on rags or something? What?
Lord have mercy. I love it. I'm telling you.
I want the most epic closet when it comes to cigar shirts. I love cigar shirts. I got hundreds. I want to wear a different one every day of the year, man.
My mom got me a shirt. It says, "You see the cigar in my hand, so yeah, I'm kind of busy." I smoke like an old freight train at work.
He does. He's a truck driver.
Every once in a while, I get a cigar from my boss, and I was wearing this shirt, and he looks at it kind of sideways, and he kind of chuckles and walks away.
We've just been joined by a really good guy. His name is Gary Duncan, and he is part of an amazing team of people who produce a fantastic libation called Still Moon moonshine.
Oh yeah, we gotta
And
have some of that.
and let me tell you,
You want to get sideways.
Yeah.
Still Moon Moonshine. They have an apple pie flavored moonshine. Now it's legal. We can actually get it at the ABC liquor stores. But they also did their growth organically. They went to great steakhouses like Ruth Chris. They were at the Hilton bars. I mean, just really, really amazing people. Bruce Drita Hyde is asking, what is your Instagram? Is it under your name?
I'm embarrassed to say my Instagram is pathetic right now. It's Bruce Busch, right? There's my two names together, and it needs to get better.
I just love your
right
last
now,
name.
man.
I'm sure you get that all the time. I love your last name. My best friend's last name is Horny. Hey, don't feel bad. My best friend's last name is Horny, so imagine that one. Now, this boy used to be a football player, so try telling him that and making fun of that. You got an animal coming at you.
Yeah.
Right. Like when you see people in the NFL and their last name is Gay. Yeah. Tell that guy he's gay. See what happens.
Hey, I like you, Gay. I like you a lot. You're like, well, I like you too. I like you too. There you go. Man, let me go back to this because again, to bring it back to a serious point. This is the question I'm sure you get asked a gajillion times. What was that one cigar that you can say started you off? What was your experience? Was it good, bad? What happened?
Well, I can't remember my first cigar, but I remember my second one. The first one kind of sucked. And then the second one I had was back in 1996, right? Or 97 maybe. And I smoked it. It was a La Flor Dominicana, right?
Yeah.
And so, and I was like, fuck, this is really good. And I remember being at Smoke and Snuff here in Tampa, a place that's not around anymore. And the guy's like, whatever. And I smoked it. I was like, this is good. And I reached for it for like the next 6 years, right? And then I got away from it because I got other friends in the business that, I'm really good friends with Rodriguez and the General Cigar people and all that, right? So I just started smoking them again like a year ago, and I friggin' love them. And I had the honor and privilege back in February. I was at the Pro Cigar Festival in the DR, and I met Tony and Lito Gomez, man. And let me tell you what, they're two of the coolest. They're two of the coolest fucking people you'll ever meet in your life, and they are so down to earth, like chilling with you guys. It's like no big deal whatsoever. And I congratulated both of them on doing what they've done for the industry, and making cigars with body and flavor. And really, I think they changed the industry a little bit, in my opinion. They opened the door for more people like them to come on in a world that was dominated with Partagas and Romeo and Julieta and a lot of, which great brands.
I do not agree with you more. You mentioned also a really good name, and you say you have a solid friendship and relationship, Ricky Rodriguez.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
So it's funny. I met him about 4 years ago. I was operations manager at a place down in South Carolina. It's a wonderful spot. It's called Tobacco Plus. I tell you what, that place is epic because it's the largest walk-in humidor in the entire state. It's insane. Ricky stopped in, and he was visiting with the General Cigars rep. We had a fantastic day of it. We went to lunch, everything like that, and that's when I think he was breaking in with the CAO Pilon, and he was doing a couple of different things at the time that were just about to launch.
Right.
And what I'm telling you guys, if you see this man, he's very unassuming, slender, about maybe 5'7", 5'8", but there's a sense of energy and creativity that exudes him. And when you listen to him talk, you're like, that is when you use the terminology master blender.
Yeah.
His track record also is insane. To be one of the lead blend masters for Scandinavian Tobacco Group, which owns General Cigars, that's high praise. Fantastic individual. Real quick, Kara Viajante has joined us. He is a brand owner of the Stogie Road Edición 35 and the Sweet Grass Gringo cigars. We call him the Barber Pole King, and he is my best friend. He's the guy with the last name Horny. So I tell you what, that's the nicest guy on earth.
He is a great guy.
Hey man, is his middle name Miso?
I'm sure Karen has heard that one before. Anyway. So you, let me see. What are your thoughts? with what's going on, I guess, I'm sure you get asked this, FDA, I've been asked that question a million times. Let me pick your brains, thoughts, ideas. What do you see are the future of our industry? I'm sure you're a bit of an insider. What are your hopes and what are your thoughts?
Yeah. My thoughts are we're fucked. My hopes are that someone can get this turned around. Down here in Tampa, well, in Florida, we have Marco Rubio, and he's our senator, and he's leading the charge to try and reverse the predicate rules. You know about that, where a blend has to be before 2007 and whatnot. And he was getting some traction for a while, but I haven't heard much. The radio's gone kind of silent, and I'm wondering if they've kind of laid their head down in defeat, because I mean, we're still fighting, we're still battling and all that, because right now, if there's no more blending, then all that can happen are the blends that happened before 2007 that are patented just get repackaged. Now, they get repackaged, but you could change the priming, you could change the amount of ligero you use as opposed to volado and seco, and you could do things like that. But the Nicaraguan, Honduran, Connecticut, that can't change, So the amount of creativity is going to have to go up. But I mean, as far as us getting new products that we want to smoke, that's going to be kind of stalled, I think. And I'm hoping against hope that changes. I don't really understand how marijuana, which I got no problem with, by the way.
I got no problem with it either. God bless them. Those ladies are awesome. Give me a second. The chair recognizes the gentleman from North Carolina. What do you want to say?
Well, when he was talking about the fight, something I told my students today is when your opponent is gaining the upper hand, do something violent and turn the tide. Don't go hurt anybody. Don't do that. Do something drastic.
Don't get cut. Don't get
make
cut.
a drastic change and turn it in your favor.
So, Bruce.
Well, I was gonna
educate on this real quick, because you use some terminology that a lot of folks may or may not know. I mean, I consider myself a bit of a cigar geek.
Nerd.
Yeah, completely. So what you're referring to, predicated, means basically any of the existing, what we call legacy blends that were already on the market prior to 2007. That is one of the things that the FDA would like to see pretty much leave in force and untouched. There was actually a relook at it in August of 2016. There was an extension that would work with what he was talking about, maybe retweaking slightly some of these blends, and that's called substantial equivalence, which means 25% of the actual cigar blend itself could be reworked, but the base foundation, the core, 75% of it had to remain the same. So there's a lot of shit that out there, due to governmental overreaching regulations, could impact the foreseeable future of great upcoming blends, brands, boutique companies. My good friend Kerry Horney, right now on, he has his product that is a little bit over about a year or so old. It is actually being produced in a fantastic factory in Danlí, El Paraíso, Honduras, by a gentleman that I adore dearly. His name is Dr. Gabby Caffey of Caffey 1901 Cigars, which when we talked earlier today about Neptune cigars, they are actually one of the carriers of the Caffey line. And Dr. Gabby Caffey, interestingly enough, is a medical doctor in the industry as well, in his profession, but he is also a brand owner, 100% FDA compliant in his factory. Works with established blends, some of them dating back to the journals of the Reyes family, which are, again, iconic blenders in Honduras from Cuba. So you are literally a man that, again, going back to what you're doing, is helping to keep alive these up-and-coming brands by what you're doing. I mean, a lot of people who maybe have never been to a cigar lounge that you just put a video up will be introduced to these things. Right. Like, hey, man, all I smoked was Macanudos and Monte Cristos.
Kentucky Fire.
Yeah, or now they're seeing wonderful, wonderful, beautiful brands out there like Caffey 1901, GTO Cigars, Mike Bellotti. I mean, you got some amazing individuals putting out heart, soul into these cigars. And it's guys like you who are lifting the flag and saying, I'm going to run with it, that I think are the future also of fighting the FDA as well.
Braveheart stuff.
I agree, Duncan. You know what, man? Another thing also, I've been to the factories in the Dominican Republic and I've been to the factories in Honduras. Haven't been to Nicaragua yet. But when you go there, you see that these factories, like in Danlí, Honduras, I've been to Hatsa there, right? And Placencia's factory,
Yes,
they're employing 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people, right? Honduras is a poor country, so you've got these people that are picking the tobacco, they're rolling it, they're curing it, they're wrapping, they're making the boxes and all that. If you want to stomp on this industry, these people are going to be gnawing on bones. The tobacco is the cash crop of some of these countries. And it is really, really disingenuous to the human race, in my opinion, to force this regulation that could cut 100 jobs in Nicaragua, 200 jobs. Man, these people they're not going to get their resume together and go find another job like the one they have in the factory where they get medical benefits, where they get, child care and all this kind of stuff. So what people with this regulation are doing to the people of the world, predominantly parts of Latin America where a lot of cigars are made, is a horrible experience, man.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let me tell you, today it was all over Half Wheel, and a lot of people are talking about the death of Hector Vanegas. He is Scandinavian Tobacco Group's manufacturing manager, which for those who do not know, that is General Cigars, one of the two largest conglomerates in the world that puts out fine hand-rolled and quality cigar products. Real quick, our condolences, of course, go out to the family, our prayers. He unfortunately fell due to complications that were all linked correctly to the coronavirus. So, wonderful man, 50 years old, but he's what you talk about. That's a guy who grew up in the industry from family that was in the industry, and that's in Nicaragua. And you see that in Honduras, in the Dominican Republic, Ecuador. A lot of times we don't hear that. We say, Ecuadorian, how about a rapper? Well, let me tell you.
Mexico.
Mexico, the Torrent family, one of the most legendary growers of San Andres wrapper in the world. I remember people talking shit about, I don't smoke Mexican tobacco. I go, are you out of your fucking mind? The moment you smoke a Padron, you're smoking Mexican tobacco. The hell is wrong with you?
I'm a big fan of San Andreas.
He likes San Andres. Wonderful place. There you go. I love it.
San Andreas.
Oh, tobacco. Yeah, that too. Hot chicks all over the place. Let me tell you
Hey, Duncan, man, you're impressed me. You're pretty friggin' knowledgeable, bro. I'm more than a little impressed right now.
I smoked a cigar once, and I stayed at a Holiday Inn resort.
Wow. Where'd that beard come from, man?
That's all I did. I smoked a cigar once, and I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. No, man. To me, this is my love. This is my passion. Again, that's why it's funny when people have seen me operate in different environments. I'm proud to say I worked in Tobacco Plus in South Carolina. I worked in Cigars Etc., which is in Charlotte, and it's now called Aroma Cigars. It was always in the premise of you educate people a little bit. You don't want to be an encyclopedia and blah 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 blah. That's bullshit. But you want to definitely let them know that you're gonna help them for a good smoke, a good cigar. Anybody who knows me, I will never in my life sell you an expensive cigar. I will sell you the right cigar. Yeah. I don't believe in that nonsense of, it's a $30 cigar. It's great. Really? Yeah. Why? Give me the why. And I'm gonna say this: don't ever tell me a cigar sucks and not back it up.
Yeah. Right. Hey man, I just recently, I won't tell you what cigar is. I will not. But I smoked an $80 cigar about 2 months ago, and I'm telling you, bro, it was ordinary. This Perdomo 20th anniversary I have in my hand right now, 10 times better. This is a $9 stick, I think, So yeah, it's a lot of bullshit when this stick goes north of $20. You're getting the box, you're getting the wrapper, you're getting the inside of the the cigar box, you're getting all this bullshit that doesn't equate to a better smoke.
Now, two things that this is what I say. If a customer walks in, and again, I've had this happen many a time, and they said, I want to smoke a Cohiba. Not a problem. I'm all in. I love it. There's a twofold fault that will happen. One is, you as a tobacconist, I would like for you to educate that customer. Say, okay, why do you want to smoke that Cohiba? Well, I've heard it's Cohiba. A lot of times they associate it because of the Cuban aspect of it, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It is the most recognized brand throughout the whole damn world. Cohiba, right? Okay. We carry the Cohiba Macassar at the shop. That is an MSRP of $30. I love my stories around that cigar because we sell a shit ton of it, but only on the premise that my customers walk out understanding why it is $30. I'm going to tell them why that wrapper is that costly, why that binder is that costly, why that filler, the aging, the fermentation, the timetable, what goes also into that cigar beyond the aesthetic that is also being sold. Because and I've always have been, I am a Fuente man. I cut my teeth on Fuente. I've been supporting them and been a part of the Fuente Children's Foundation for 20 years almost. Do I smoke Opus 6? I wish I could. Shit, I'm all in. But I don't have that budget. I will explain to you the why that cigar is that price so that you, as a consumer, can truly make the right concerted choice for buying that cigar. If not, I'm also going to tell you, well, if you don't want to spend $30, I can show you 3 cigars at $10 that are equally very enjoyable and fantastic cigars to smoke. Because on your point of an $80 cigar, I had the semi-pleasure of smoking a $1,000 cigar, which shall remain nameless, and I'm excellent friends with the rep, and I said, you've got to be fucking with me, right? I go, you got to, because this thing is about, there's nothing $1,000 here. I don't give a shit if you infused it with, the blood of Christ. Sorry, Christ.
Wow.
Well, I'm Catholic. I'm sorry. I can get away with it once a week. That's all I can say.
I'm
now it's
with
once
you
a
in
week.
case of both lightning.
Yeah, but
we're in a metal building.
Bruce, can you imagine somebody giving you $1,000 cigar and you smoke it and you're like, oh, this is bullshit.
There's a place in Tampa right now that has $8,000 sticks.
I know it. I love him, and I love the place. I want to hug him every time I see him.
Who am I talking about?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It's Jeff that owns.
I know.
Yeah, he's a great dude, and he himself will be like, $8,000. That's for when Michael Jordan comes to town and wants to hook his buddies up. I mean, no one else is smoking that. They're pre-embargo Cubans.
Yeah,
maintained for like I don't know.
He bought
years. Yeah,
at an auction at Sotheby's. The story he bought a box of pre-embargo Davidoffs. It was a Presidente size. The box was like 20 grand. Wow. So I was like, well, I can't. I mean, there's in Chicago, Mr. Big's mansion or Big's mansion.
Yeah.
Kerry Horney was there, and they got one of the finest selections of pre-embargo Cubans that range between $100 on up. Now, if you like that and you're into that, not a problem. God bless that. I personally speaking, I can't afford that because I'm a blue collar guy. I'm a working class guy, and I love guys who are like that. Yeah. I mean, 80% of most of the cigar joints are 80% people like that, man. Yeah. You get maybe a 20% group that might be able to spend, a lot more. I think brick and mortar is predicated on the 80-20 rule. 80-20 for your humidor, 80-20 for your customer base. 80% of your people that truly do support you, they're all between the $3 to $12 range.
Right.
That's all they love. You can find phenomenal cigars in that range right there. Yeah.
Hey, Duncan, man, can I give a plug to a friend of mine real quick, man? Is that cool?
Give him a big old plug. Not that kind, but give him a big one.
I got you. This right here is a cigar from my man Arnold Serafin in Tarpon Springs, Florida. His video is on my channel and his information's on my channel. Look at Serafin Cigars, right? He's a Cuban dude like you, bro, and he moved to Florida, and he makes cigars in Tarpon Springs. That right there is a $3 stick. Let me tell you what, it smokes as good, not as good as this Perdomo, right? But it smokes as good as any $7, $8 stick out there, man. And you can get bundles from them, $75 for a bundle of 25, man.
Well, on that happy note, cheers to that, definitely, because we'll drink to every damn excuse. I mean, we don't need many excuses to drink. So,
Cheers.
we literally closed the deal recently with a manufacturer that is going to be doing our premium house bundle. MSRP is $2.20. We had a gentleman out of South Carolina do a review on it. He's very gifted at all that stuff.
Mm.
And, he gave me a good rating, and God bless that. I always said, if you can make a cigar that's $2 to $3 and it smokes like it's 8 to 10, you succeeded. Long filler, right. Roll, tasty, delicious. It doesn't leave you, like, holy shit, man, this thing sucks. No, you're like, hey, I'm gonna get me another one right after this one, and we're very proud of that. I definitely have a care package I'm gonna put together. I'll be more than honored if you do smoke our house blends, man, and you be brutal. Tell us what your thoughts are on it. We do a simple one size, a Maduro, Ecuadorian Habano Maduro, and an Ecuadorian Habano Natural, which is very, very enjoyable as well. So that's going to be coming out to you, my buddy.
Bro, I would love to smoke those. I love boutique blends, man. Absolutely. I'm excited about it, man.
And you know what? It's funny you say that because I'm a big believer in the boutique industry. I feel a lot of times we don't give them enough showroom space. We don't give them enough shelf space. But that's also understood because they're the unknown factor. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how they're going to do. And that's a fear factor for a lot of tobacconists. A lot of people who were like, well, I don't know. I've never heard of this brand. Why should I try it? So one of the things that I have experimented with in a lot of the shops that I have ran and managed is let's do a 6-month run. Let me educate people. Let me find the similar other brands that they already enjoy and tell them, well, if you like that one, try this one. I think you might find a brand new favorite. And interestingly enough, a lot of us really are always looking for a good value daily.
Yep.
Yeah.
That saves you money so you can buy the nicer, better cigars. You say, you know what? I bought a bundle for $55. Hey, this weekend, I am going to buy me that Opus 6. I'm down with that shit. I think it's a great, great thing. Your friend's name is out there, said Afin de Cuba Cigars, Tarpon Springs. Guys, Google him, look him up. Definitely, it's about supporting people who are doing it the right way. He said, what's it, like a $3 cigar? Holy shit, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Smokes like an $8 cigar. This is amazing.
Real quick, I'm going to do a quick little plug myself. Are you familiar with Hiram and Solomon Cigars? I know we touched upon the Masons.
Yeah.
So our mutual friend Heather White put me definitely into a huge helping hand with Juan Causati and George the Crab, the owners. We literally were very dubious to actually hold it correctly.
Right
Jesus
now.
Lord. Okay, no more drinking for me, man.
Yeah, right.
This is exclusive to the Doña Noli website. We are doing a 4-pack of Lanceros, which are absolutely sublime. Truly love them. You get 2 of the, God, I'm going to do it again. Michael Carter, you know which are the brands that come in the Lanceros. Feel free to chime in. I got 2 of the Schmeggities. So this is the brand that I fucked up last time, and I'm fucking up again. I swear to God, they're going to come gunning for me. They're going to come get me one day.
Dude, we got to make a cigar called the Schmeckity, dude.
I'm going to have to now. I'm going to have to. Get you a Schmeggities. They'll treat you right.
Schmeckity and Schmutz.
Yeah, a little schmutz right there. But he did that sort of for us. We are right now currently the only tobacconist shop, the only cigar shop that has it on the website. Literally, it's 4 beautiful Lanceros from 2 of his very, very nice blends. And we also do the Napoleon, which is a 4x36 5-pack of the Master Mason. Smokes like a damn beast, man. You smoke these little guys and you're like, holy shitola.
It's great for like a little half-hour smoke.
Time, you can definitely do that.
Hey, I didn't know you spoke Italian, bro. Holy shitola. That's Italian, bro.
Hello, shitola. Because we're doing it here, because, my people will talk to your people, and, how you doing?
Hey, Duncan, you ever been to Italy, bro?
Yes. Every time I go to Domino's Pizza. That's my...
But hey, I've been to Italy. I've been to Italy a couple times, and all you got to do there, man, is you got to speak Spanish with your hands. Yo quiero comprar esa bebida ahora mismo.
Pizza, you know, dumb sack of shit. They're like, oh, he called us a dumb sack of shit. We love you. We love you. I'll tell you what, it's almost like the French. You can say anything you want in French, and it sounds amazing. You know, you are a piece of a shit, but we love you so much, you cocksucker. Oh my God, we're a cocksucker. We love this guy, you know.
Tú eres el peso de merde.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. I think that's what he said. I have no idea.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, look at that.
At least that's what he's telling us.
There you go. Vous êtes un grand cochon. You're like, yeah, I'm a big pig. Yes. I learned a few catchphrases in my travels, just a free.
Nice.
All right, so Michael Carter saved my ass. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate you. It is 2 Lanceros in the Traveling Man format and 2 Lanceros in the Bail Prophet. Thank God I got Michael Carter backing me up here.
So it's not Schmeckety? It's not Schmeckety.
It's not. Yeah, the Schmeckety blend is not here. Thank God.
Because I wrote that down. Okay, all right, good.
Now, Lanceros are different from like a Puro or something larger because.
Well, Puro means that every part of that cigar is one country of origin. That's all that means. No, it's okay. No, you're good. See, but I like shit like that because I'm gonna do a real quick off-track segue. One of the things that I'm sure you've seen is people say, you know, we talked about the whole Maduro. When we're in the cigar shop, people come in, hey man, I don't smoke those Maduros. They're too strong. And I said Maduro, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm not a Robusto smoker. They're too robust. And I'm like, well, sir, Robusto is a size. Maduro is basically aging. That's the maturization process. Is that even a real word?
No,
the maturing.
Right.
I'm drunk. It is the maturing.
You had it right the first time, bro.
Last call. It is the maturing process of the tobacco. So that's a great knowledgeable moment that we as tobacconists have a right and we must educate our consumers the right way. So
hey, Duncan, when you come across that again, man, all you gotta do is tell them it's like a plátano.
Oh,
right? You think the plátano?
Plátano, man. You gotta have a big old banana. I love a big plátano.
Right. And you put it on your kitchen counter, and it gets dark, and that's becoming Maduro. The starches turn to sugar. Same thing happens with the leaf, man. Exact same thing.
Mike, you had a good point to bring. Go ahead, make your point.
With aging, doesn't the flavor change?
So there is an enhancement of flavor. The actual natural.
So they're technically not wrong.
No.
But the way they're thinking is wrong.
Exactly. They think flavor to strength. So there's a 3-part concept which I also like to break down. When people say, well, flavor, body, and strength. Well, those are 3 things that are similar, but they're not the same. Flavor, really, it is about the flavors, all the things that you pick up with your palate. Body, the Japanese have a terminology called umami. That is how it feels. The silkiness, the little spicy burn, the tingle on the inside cheek. It's the physical reaction to what you're smoking is called body and umami. The third is the strength, which is all contingent upon the nicotine aspect of it that's still in there due to lack or more or less fermentation. So when you look at those 3 things, every good tobacconist should take just 30 seconds and break it down a little bit for that consumer. Say, you know what, my man? Now, if you want a heavy flavor, but that's not strong, we can go with a nice Maduro with very little ligero in it. And again, you kind of walk it through. And let me tell you, that consumer is going to love you more for it. They're going to definitely appreciate you. And now they might smoke a Maduro with a little bit better knowledge of like, wow, I can now smoke this and maybe pair a beautiful scotch with it, a good bourbon with it, you know. Right. That's love. Now, back to what you said, Puro. So Puro is pure. Lancero is one of the classic Cuban sizes like a Lonsdale or a Panatela, which are classically very small ring gauge, and they have a little bit more flavor due to a higher percentage of the wrapper on the cigar itself. The room is semi-divided on that sometimes, or like, you know, is all the wrapper flavor and strength there or not? But I like to think that a classically well-created cigar, that's a Lancero, a Lonsdale, or a Panatela, which are similar, will give you far more flavor, body, and strength than a 6x60 would. Because I mean, you're not going to get that.
Right.
It's almost like a great Italian sauce that is kind of sunken down, and it's much more tasty, man. Again, back to Italy.
Hey, man, I'm impressed you spoke some Japanese, dude. That blew my mind, bro.
Dude, that day when we were turning up Japanese, you brought a bottle of Tenjaku, and I have Oban, and dude, we were turning up Japanese, brother.
Nice.
I know that China has a cigar, but
Fuck the Chinese. Go ahead,
but
continue.
they don't export.
Well, fuck the Chinese again, but continue.
I'm just saying.
I mean it in a nice way, fuck the Chinese.
Right.
They have their own cigar blend, but they don't export. You have to go to China to get it.
Well, they're trying like hell to penetrate the market, but like they're not going to be able to get into the United States. And I got an amazing statistic for you guys. I don't know if you knew this or not. 80% of global cigar consumption is the United States of America. Germany is like 8%. France is like 3%.
Let me give you a better number. You ready for this?
Yeah.
$1.7 billion annually is bought in cigars by the U.S. Germany is the second at literally $500 million. How insane is that?
Look at that, landing on the moon. Back-to-back World War champs.
We need Jesus the gardener.
Yeah.
We are the largest buyer of Cuban cigars in the world, and it's illegal here. Go figure on that one too, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of fakes also, man.
So listen, let me say like this. I'm gonna, with your permission, I'm gonna begin the wrap up, man.
Okay.
For those of you guys who did not catch it, I'm about to put it right back up again. It is brick, it is mortar, it is smokes. For the Cigar Journal, it is an amazing thing that this man is doing right now on YouTube. Go sign up, like it, subscribe. Okay, the chair recognizes the Democrat to my left.
I'm a
Go ahead.
How can we as cigar smokers help you and others with the fight for the FDA to keep these cigars coming out?
Molotov cocktails.
That's a great question, and I'm afraid I don't got the answer, man. If I had the answer, man, I'd be able to cure cancer and do all kinds of other shit. I mean, it's a quagmire we're in right now, man.
Let me jump in with that one. It's a sort of semi-answer. The sort of semi-answer is you go, you support that YouTube channel, and any cigar shop that is up there, put some good comments.
Right.
Telling them, hey, are you bringing this boutique blend into your shop or not? These messages will trickle down, and that spreads the fight. That spreads the good word about all these amazing individuals who are bringing to market against the very foundation of this nonsense that the FDA has got on top of us, great cigars that we can continue to smoke. So you do have part of the answer, Bruce. You do. What you're doing, as I said before, is you took the flag. You're running with it, man. And that takes balls and conviction. You have a fantastic magazine that backs you. Your relationship building. Those are the answers that we need right now. Keep doing what you're doing, Bruce. In all honesty.
And on your end, keep smoking. Keep buying.
Fuck
I mean, how do you fix shit in capitalism? You keep purchasing. That's how you do it.
Thank you very much, Michael Carter. Michael Carter is our green room operator. He keeps me on track, and he says, Duncan, remember your bombshell. So before I do close out, folks, guess what? June the 15th, Doña Noli Cigars will be opening its doors again. We have a new location. We have a new spot. It is going to be insane. It is literally at the crossroads of Interstate I-40 and I-77. For those who know the Statesville area, it is the heart of this city. We're very excited. We worked out a fantastic 5-year lease deal. We're in great rent, great neighbors. We got national branded local chain stores there, 2 restaurants. I'm super, super duper excited about it. We've got Greg's Barbecue, which is a fantastic barbecue joint. We got a beautiful Chinese buffet. We got a barber shop right next door to us. There's Waffle House across the street. There is Aaron Rents. There is Dollar General. These are big accounts that are stores that are never going to go away. We're blessed that we worked this out. It's a 5-year lease We're not going anywhere. June the 15th, we're doing doors open. Doña
Nice.
Noli is back, bitches. Yes, sir.
Bike nights are back on.
Bike nights are back on. Harley Davidson, baby.
Yeah.
We're very
Beautiful. Hey man, you gotta do a video for my channel, man. You gotta do one for me, bro.
hell to the yes, man. This, believe it or not, is our we bought a 350 square foot shed, and we converted it to the studio and bunker. So we'll do something for fun here. We're gonna send it out to you, but we will definitely do an official one from the shop the moment we open up our doors on that day, exclusively for you, Bruce. We appreciate the shit out of you, brother.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Listen, all we can say is thank you for what you do. I always say this to everybody, and again, God bless each and every person that has jumped on board and that has been watching today. Thank you for sharing. America right now is going through a lot. Listen, it's about good people. That's what it's really all about. Let's keep the good people going. Let's keep supporting the good people. Let's keep doing it the right way. Let's enjoy a good cigar. If you know somebody that hasn't smoked a good one, buy one for him. If you want to tell somebody, hey, I got a great YouTube channel you got to watch. It's about supporting cigar joints all over America. It's called Brick Mortar Smokes for Cigar Journal by Bruce Busch. Mike, any last words?
No, I think you covered everything.
God, you're such a nice guy. Seamus.
I'm sorry.
It like you said, it's getting crazy out there. Watch your six. When the violence happens, be violent.
Leave it to the Marines.
Of course.
Bruce, anything you want to leave us with tonight, my brother?
No, man. Yeah, I'll leave you with one thing. I want to be invited back to the show, bro. I had a really good time tonight. You guys do it right. This is a bunch of fun, man.
Dude, again, it's a show about nothing. On behalf of all of us, including my mom, perdona si dije algún disparate. Sorry if I said anything bad. I love everybody, and that's what it's all about. Enjoy yourselves. God bless everybody. Take care. I'll see you guys.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.